here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Oakland Raiders. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Ready up. The mic, 149. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist. Alert 3. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Check. Batten, lock it. Hit it.
On first down, McFarland call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Ready.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Man, I got you. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Yep.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyler Lockett, 82 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Let's go now. Third and base, let's go. Put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Let's go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's second and 3.
Chopper. I got you, boy. Shoot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Set. Tucson. Quiet, team was pretty quiet.
On 3rd and 2, Love. And he's got his target. That's more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. And to give this time to the tailback. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Love. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. Hey.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's go. Hey, read. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Exit. 29 is the mic.
2nd and 13. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Ready. Hey, watch the slant. Watch that end. Watch that end.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 12-yard line.
Ready. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie.
Six 0 our score after 1.
With the score, Raiders 6, Chargers 0.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Smoke. Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91. Defense, we check up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love dancing to his left. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Ready. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. You don't want to
Back to throw. Love. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Maurice Hurst able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. The kick by Carlson is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
On the ready.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive.
25. Check.
Blue draw Corker.
Check 24. Check 24. Hey.
You're out.
Check 24. Check.
Look at me. Zipper. Go. Jackrabbit. Get it.
They'll run on 1st down. McFarland, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's get it.
At the 26-yard line.
Ready.
The
break.
run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Tight right. Pull down.
Yes. Hey, orbit. Hey, leap grip.
Operating from the gun. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch twins. Hey, watch it, watch it. Wide, get wide.
Now!
I got him. He's mine.
Fight!
From the gun, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
On 1st down, Love on the screen. This is Coleman. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
3 down. Hey, check.
Now they try the right side here. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let up. Here we go. 91 is the mark. Guys, game situation.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch tight ends right.
By 7, let's go. Ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Love stepping up. He's going to keep it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
we go. Set. 60 orange. Man up, deep. Man up, deep.
Off the play fake. Love. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Got it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, McFarland always got some breathing room. And now look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10.
36 to Mike. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Mike 36. Mike 36. Big set. Go.
On 1st and 10. Love. And caught by Henry. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Love. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Back to the air on 2nd down. Love. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
36 to Mike.
Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. When the ball comes out, Love lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. From the gun, Love. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here we go on 4th down. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Three buzz.
Hey.
Mike, 55.
Hey, wahoo!
Check.
Mike 55.
Ready?
Throwing to start the drive. Herbert, he's going to look deep down the field. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
6, pull it high.
Check. Big edge. Check three.
Hey, Sam on. Go.
And they give this time to the tailback. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. I got one. Check 26. Tight.
Rock it. Hey, foxtrot.
So that'll back him up 5.
Ready?
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Buzz.
55's Mike, guys. 55.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Mike 55.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Save. Shift.
Look at me. Door. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there. Here's the Raiders punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. There to make the tackle, Samson Ebukam. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Back to throw. Love. It's caught by Coleman. Call it a gain of 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Red. 10 Lobo.
Let's go, let's go.
Go. 29 is Mike. Mike 29.
Check right, check right. Choke on, go on. Choker.
And go.
From the gun on third down. Love. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Cleveland Farrell able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Yo, go, go.
We got motion. Back up, back up.
Hit it.
Throwing on first down. Herbert, he's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyler Lockett. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. 7
yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
They go quickly here out to Moore. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready. Mike 29. So don't say nothing. Ready, go. Mike 29. Ready, go.
On first down, Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At their 48-yard line.
Raw, move. Yep, motion, motion. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. You bet.
Be afraid of me.
Leo.
Be afraid of me.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Let's go.
The Oakland
60
offense
more.
about ready to start this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Go.
I got motion. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Hard. Get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. We got double up.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
I got you, pump.
Watch the eyes.
He driven.
From the gun, Herbert. That's into the hands of Edwards. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Check 13.
Look at me. Zipper.
Check 3.
Yes.
49 to Mike.
I'm coming.
Deuce.
General West. Hey, Zoo. 5.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
55's Mike, guys. 55.
Now.
Watch the boot. Mike 55. Crunch time, defense.
Hey.
Go now. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Squeeze, double.
Now.
Back to throw. Herbert. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
You're all mine, baby. You gonna get this. You're all mine.
Check. Shoot.
Hey, Alpha. On the ball. Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
31 yards there and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Love. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Samson Abuka in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Love. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Hey.
Back 55. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Kill.
Recon, 132 fighter.
36. Kill.
They'll run on 1st down. McFarland. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Here we go, set. 70, Indy.
Right. He's tight right here. Tight on the right. Hey, 4 down. Check 37.
Hey, lock it.
Watch twist.
Smooth. Ready.
Back to throw. Herbert. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Kill. Watch twist.
Bravo.
Check.
Go.
From the gun, Herbert. Looking deep here for Ebron. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here we go. 70 in.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ship. Hey,
Watch the 61. Matchbox, right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Samson Ebuka. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Raiders' 11-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
that's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw on second down. Love. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there, with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On the double. 6, line 36. Man out, man out, man out, man out. Not trap. 36 to Mike. He's time to leave. He's time to run. And go.
Back to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. He's back to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. David Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Yep. Motion. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball.
Hey, Orbit.
Get that ball.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Ready, set.
Mike 55.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Can you get the ball right here? Let's go.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Hey, we got to get to the ball.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Shit.
Hey, switch gears.
Hey, wahoo. Big grip.
On 4th down, Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.